was definitely a battle the whole day. JHK kind of used his strengths to the climbing at the start and laid down a pretty furious tempo. Actually got a bit of a gap the first major climb. I was able to kind of keep him in sight at about 20 seconds, and I kind of got away from the rest of the group and kind of bridged up to him. Before the cutoff, we had about 40 seconds and kind of thought we might kind of ride from there, but just I think the Colombian guys and a couple others, massive group, just pulled up to us at Skull Valley. By the time we got to the bottom, it swelled to about 15, so I'm definitely a little bit bigger than some of the Colombians. I was worried about them, didn't know what was going to happen, but just kind of tried to ride it within myself, keep a good position.
Had a good start. I was leading going into the single track and able to open up a gap on that first section of trail. On the long fire road down into Skull Valley, Pua came like blazing by me. She was like going really fast on that downhill, and so I jumped on her wheel and rode with her into the feed zone down there, and then she had to stop. She had something wrong with her chain, and so I left the feed zone first, but she was only, I don't know, 15 seconds behind me.
The very peak on the single track is actually just me and JHK, the small gap to Marcus, and I think that's where it really paid off. I was riding my Spark 29, one of the only guys on the full suspension. Once we kind of hit that rough section, I was able to kind of relax the legs a bit. I got in front of JHK and into the notorious Cramp Hill. I think JHK was feeling a few twinges, and I was able to just go full gas over that and get my gap.
Almost to the downhill. Pulling it.
Last section of single track, really fun, just like, all right, keep it together. And then 30 seconds before I got out onto the pavement, I flatted. When I pre-rode, I thought like, oh, this last paved section is so fast. And then riding it with a rear flat, not so much.
So when I got to the pavement, they were like, she's like a minute, but she got flat right before the pavement, you know? So I didn't know how flat meant, but I just, again, like last year, just put my head down and rode. As we turned right on Park, I kind of looked back and there was nothing she could do. So I knew I had it, but that was stressful, and you know, she was riding strong for sure, but it's a long day, anything happening, it's bike racing.
Let's hear it for all the gold! And in first place with a time of 2